We're live, dude, with Chris
Wow.
Wood.
Chris Wood from Oral Presentations Podcast.
Hello.
Us.
Thank you for having me.
Quickly, my newest favorite, dude.
Dude, me too. What really helped was Brennan Crick's synopsis of it on Twitter. He retweeted an episode. It was like, you ever want to hear a guy with one of the harshest Philly accents ever just try to discuss historical events?
Yeah, dude,
That's
I saw that, and that came out of nowhere too. Because we all lived together with Crick or whatever.
yeah.
I didn't know where, because that ended
That
certain
ended
kind
weird.
of way. I was
That
a
ended
little
weird.
out of hand.
It's your mortal enemy.
No, not anymore. I saw him in Philly like a year before that, and then we were supposed to get coffee, but then it just fell apart.
You and Crick getting coffee.
Fucking
Good
stunning
Lord.
on him, bro.
I didn't mean to. And then that tweet came out of nowhere. I was like, this is so nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it
thank
is
you.
funny. It is funny. It's a great podcast.
How's the
It's-
Barn Dogs? I never fucks with the Barn Dogs.
Barn
podcast.
Dogs good.
Barn
He's
Dogs.
doing
I know
good.
he's the man.
Yeah.
I haven't
him
fucked with his
and,
podcast.
Him and Nick Oldershaw are out there.
Gotcha.
Out in L.A. balling out.
Barn Dogs a fucking man.
Writing for the Hard Times.
That's what's up.
Shout out Hard Times. Wow.
Hard times, real. Sorry for accusing you guys of stealing jokes. That,
I heard that.
Yeah, feel bad
was
about
a
that.
little-
Well,
My
I
bad,
wasn't
Hard Times.
actually seriously accusing them. I remember just being like, I just like talking shit.
It was funny because I was getting on a train to go to a show, and I looked at my fucking Twitter, and the guy that owns Hard Times publicly just butt fucked me. And I just looked at my phone. I was like, whatever. This is just every single day. I don't care. And then
He butt fucked you?
He talked some shit. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take it
and
back.
And then I was like, what the fuck's he upset? I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, we did talk shit for no reason. I'll give him that. He got I DM'd him. Was like, for real, my bad, dude.
Yeah.
I know people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was wrong there.
Well, someone
gonna
just showed
double
it,
down.
and I was like, yeah. Well, I saw it, and I was like, clearly, I was like, wow, joke thievery. And then
Yeah.
I saw the tweet with 4 other people who had said the same exact thing within a 3-year span. I was like,
I think and I think they're very hypersensitive to that.
I was about to say,
because of the Onion.
true.
It's
because
because the Onion. They're also a just made up
a fake,
a funny
news source.
fictional news source. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things you
So
see
they
someone.
get a little sensitive if you.
They might trade writers too. I mean, if you're somebody who's writing for one. Sorry, guys, there's some good analysis coming in here. Let me tell you about how show business works. I just started a podcast.
they're
it's been about a month. I got it locked down.
they're Burger King. Mickey D's is the Onion. They're Burger King.
Yeah, there's sick ass Burger King.
Yeah.
People like the BK.
I like the flame broiled Whopper. There's
Love
nothing
it.
wrong with it.
BK broiler.
Also, writing funny news is hardly, maybe the Onion started it, but I'm sure there's other people.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I can't eat fast food. I text you. I got caught in a drive-through, fast food drive-through, and I text you the next day. I was like, I can never do this shit
Yeah.
What happened?
ever again. And all right, so I did a show, and I drove a couple comics up. Whatever, it was fine. Right, we all do sets. Whatever, I drove up. Right, and I'm sick.
Okay.
This is during Princess Diana time. I think I would have texted you about it too.
Yeah.
And they were like, "You want to hang out?" I don't drink anymore. It's like, no, I don't really want to hang out. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
And on the way home, and I like this guy, I like both dudes, but the one dude was like, "Can we stop at McDonald's?" And I'm driving.
Who was it?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to name.
cares?
He has to go to McDonald's. It's no big
Yeah,
deal.
there's nothing wrong.
Yeah. Anyway, so we go to McDonald's.
Keeping
He's like-
names out of your mouth.
So, he little kidded you.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I'm like his son now,
Can we
so I'm
get
driving him through.
No,
dude,
you're
and I
the
had-
dad.
You're the
in this
dad. He's
situation.
begging for McDonald's.
If you're
and
begging
you're
for
like,
Mickey D's,
"God
you're
damn
daddy."
it."
I guess he was controlling me though. I wanted to go home, so I had a dark time in that fucking
Why'd you say
drive-through. Being
no?
like,
Nah,
I
man.
couldn't.
True. It's kind of dick to be like,
Yeah, I was
nah.
like, yeah, let's just turn in. And as I whipped the Honda Fit in there, I was like, fucking, it took forever. People were asking questions in front of me in the drive-thru. I'm like, you deserve to be here, dude. You're here with the people who ask questions in a drive-thru now, man. This is where the fuck you are. I texted you the next day. I was like,
What do
"Yeah, I
you
gotta
get?
it
What do you
going."
get?
I don't remember. Hamburgers or some shit, and then extra
Hamburgers.
fries.
I
And
would
then they
I
ate
would
it.
have denied it. I would have been like, no. I'm not gonna let my friend eat that junk.
I wish. I thought I was that guy who could do that, and I was just like, nope, we're turning. Sounds good.
No,
So you're not
I
gonna-
get it. If you're driving other comics to a show and somebody's like, "Hey, can we stop?" It's nuts to say no.
It'd be so funny. Be like, there? No, you guys can't eat
Now,
that.
don't get me wrong. When me and O'Connor are going somewhere, I delight in saying no to any of his ideas.
Yes.
But like, "Hey, can we stop there?" I'm like, Christopher. Like, no,
that's
it's a full
like,
dad.
That's like banter, That's
Oh,
you
I
know
forgot
that.
I forgot to bring this up on the regular cast.
What?
Me and him drove up to Buffalo this weekend. He was fucking flying the whole time, and he never saw a cop on the side of the road. Like every cop that we'd pass, I'd have to be like, "Cop, there's a cop up here." Like the whole time, I was like, "How am I the only one spotting these cops?" And he's like, "I'm fine." He's like, I'm not speeding. Like, don't even worry. Instead of just being like, oh yeah, my bad. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention to the side of the road. He's like, no, I'm not speeding. Like, that's why I'm not slowing down. I'm like, dude, you're going to 80 in a 65. Like, they're gonna get you.
He's a Connecticut boy. He's telling you,
going
like,
80,
I drive these roads.
Yeah, he's going 80 in a 65, and he was like, so then I was like, dude, you're definitely speeding. And he was like, I think my speedometer's off about 8 miles per hour. And I was like, just admit you're speeding. This is crazy.
He was serious about that?
He was
gonna
serious.
go
Did he,
automotive knowledge on you.
Did he lift his hand off the steering wheel and be like, I'm off by about 8 miles per hour?
And it was also funny because he was like I leaned to look at the speedometer, and he was like, well, you're at a bad angle. And then we both realized, like, they're designed, you know how they're elevated, so it's actually elevated so the passenger can see
Yeah.
this what the exact speed is at that angle. So it was like,
Was that the BMW?
yeah.
Okay.
So you guys were having conversations about, like, the mechanics
And
of
I'm
a
like, dude,
speedometer?
you're just speeding. Just say you're speeding. Like, don't just be like, no, I'm not, and then be like, the speedometer's off 8 miles an hour.
Plus the angular.
Plus the angle, like, you're just missing this thing entirely. And then we get to,
Plus you can feel when you're going fast in a car.
yeah. I mean, I could no. I'm sitting next to him. Like, I can see the angle isn't ridiculous. Like, I can see the speedometer.
Is it just you and him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hell for him.
And the radio's broke, so all we're just fighting for 6 hours.
Dude.
That's every car
Yes.
ride. And then we pass a fucking speed limit sign that has a radar on it, and I was like checking his speedometer, looking at the radar.
Oh,
And I was
God.
like, 47, dude. I knew you were lying about that speedometer. He's like, you're off. You're wrong about. Like, he kept denying.
Oh.
Then finally, he speeds past another cop. Like, I checked his speed while he was speeding past the cop. He got pulled over. And I was like, when you passed him, you were at 81, bro. Let's see what this fucker gives you. Comes back, gave him 79, which was generous.
Okay.
You saved him out from the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like, dude, he gave you exact, like,
How was his
told
how was
you.
his roadside manner with the officer?
Good question.
what do you think? How do you think Chris handles his law enforcement?
I guess probably a little
A
disrespectful.
little disrespectful.
Was he kind of being like, "What the fuck, man"? Were you there to be like, Chris, have some respect for the officer?
Yeah. The whole
I
time.
knew it. I fucking knew it. Oh my god.
Of course, you know, as soon as the cop walked away, I was like, is that how you talk to people, dude? That's crazy.
Were you there? Were you there to tell the cop like, "Yo, sorry about my friend"?
No, I didn't
didn't
get
go
involved,
that
but
hard?
I was I was
'Cause
just
that's
sitting
like
there.
you get a ticket. It's like, see, that's when the fun stops.
Yeah.
I was in a car one time with a guy, and I was like, dude, make a left up here, miss all this traffic. He's like, I don't think I can make a left. I'm like, make a fucking left. And he got pulled over, and I was like, sorry.
Yeah, I owe you
Like,
on
I
that
swear
one.
they never fucking pull people over.
But no, on that, I was like,
We didn't talk the rest of the day.
I was
for
like, I'll
work.
split it. I'll split the ticket with you.
Yeah.
Because I was in there. But
Did he take it?
the what?
Did he take your split or second? No.
There wasn't a price on the ticket for how much it was worth. I think you got to plead guilty for them to.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, I'd just be more upset about the fucking paperwork you have to do now.
Yeah,
like
if
he
you
was
don't
like,
do it,
he's the guy. The cop was like, you can say not guilty. That'll help. He's like, they'll knock it down. They're not going to do anything. Like, he was hooking them up.
State trooper too.
State trooper dropped it from 80 over 80, dropped it down to 79, so it wasn't as harsh a ticket.
Yeah.
And Akani's still like,
That's nice of him too.
here's my fucking registration.
he was disrespectful to the first responders.
He's a petulant child.
Damn.
No, he was fine.
Yeah, of course. I'm honestly.
He was slightly, but
peeved.
he was slightly. But the one time I got pulled over, I was very disrespectful.
I was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you saw me when we got pulled over by that one. I was laughing in his face the whole time.
Well, that was different.
I was just howling, laughing at this guy.
we were ped stopped. We were just smoked weed, and he
Was this on
fucking.
that Southern run like a couple years ago?
Yeah. We smoked weed out of this like ridiculously elaborate bowl that I brought. So this thing was like 9 inches long. It was humongous. And he ran across the street, and of course the car that was like not even that close,
Hold
but
on,
like
just me. You weren't
I
with
didn't
me?
run. I was on the other side.
Oh, that's
I didn't
right.
join you.
That's right. I was like, this thing has some distance.
Yeah,
I can go. I think I was a little slower, and that thing fucking came up hot.
the
That guy
car.
was flying.
Yeah, he was. It was a cop. So it was a young cop. He was flying. So he flew up on Shane. You did have the room.
Yeah.
But it was just happened to be a cop who saw someone jaywalking and sped towards the person jaywalking.
And it was very late at night.
really
And me
late.
and you were like in hoodies running around.
Hoodie. We're high. So then, like,
And we were high, and I'm already very paranoid. And then I saw that fucker circle around, and I was just like, "Oh,
dude,
fuck this!"
And then I just walked across the street. Like, I guess I'm in trouble too now. So I walked over there and was like, "Hey," and he's like, "Get up, move your pockets." I was like, "Here, I have a bowl. You can." He like pulled it on the hood of the car.
Oh man!
Then Shane kept fucking laughing in this guy's face. Like the guy would turn around and Shane would be like,
I was like, "What a fag, dude!" I kept like every time he'd look away, I'd be like, "Dude, this cop's such a fucking pussy."
He was so stoned. There was a cop, and I'm like, "Shane, stop! Shane, stop, dude!
Why? He's gonna give us a ticket anyway. Who gives a fuck? This guy's a fucking
I
pussy.
thought we could get out of the ticket. I was like, "Stop, dude! I think we can get out of this." Dude, he kept laughing at this guy. Then finally, the older cop.
Yeah, another cop showed up. A different cop pulled up and was just like, "Oh, you got him for jaywalking? Nice, dude."
And he started laughing.
And he started laughing.
And this cop was like, "All right, I'm gonna let you guys go." And I had to like ask a 24-year-old, like, "Can I have my bowl back?"
man.
Yeah, he also the 24-year-old was like, "Get to bed."
Yeah,
that was like an order. He was like, "You guys get
And then
back
we
to your
lingered
hotel."
around. And hit
And then we like just, we're like, he told us to walk straight back to our hotel.
He did. He told us to go to bed.
We were like, we gotta sneak out and go to get some sweet treats. We like snuck out to get like gummy worms.
Yeah, dude, we secret Scottied against the order of the law.
The law tried to prevent us from Scotty.
We were on Scotty probation.
Oh man,
That's funny. O'Connor drives a little fast too. Do you know when we all went to Notre Dame that time? We banned Six from driving.
Why?
Yeah, it's a sore spot.
He's a
I almost
speeder?
didn't talk about this. Yeah, we've never talked about it.
Really?
Yeah, he got pissed in the car. It was, dude. We were driving back in like
He got
Jumanji
relieved?
rain. No, yeah, we just told him to stop. Me and Kyle were like, we're gonna fucking die, dude. He was going like 90,
He's a speeder?
95. Not a big
bees,
deal.
dude. I love it.
Not a big deal. In the Honda Fit, in a fucking torrential downpour, and like country roads, but they're still windy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys both are like, "Dude, stop, pull over."
There was a mutiny.
Yeah.
There was a mutiny
There was a
against
mutiny.
Captain
There was a
Beezer.
couple eye contacts, and then
You were down in the hold, whispering at night, like we gotta take control of the ship.
then we were like, rest stop in Ohio. Let's just rest stop. And then like I was like, oh, I'll drive. I'll take over. Don't worry about it. And it was like a sore. Yeah,
That was a mutiny against Captain Huger, dude.
His leg was shaking going 150.
Dude, he didn't want to admit it. It's a small car though, man. It's like a Mario Kart.
Yeah, dude. That's and that's funny because Kyla is a fucking nightmare. She drives exactly like every Philly person that's like
She's so much better.
Gets on every single person's ass. Fucking will lay on the horn on people's ass. Like dude, I've driven up to New York with her while she's driving, just gripping the fucking
That's something
handlebar.
That's something I'm working on with Brittany, where I'm like, your whole, you don't have to be in like a series of confrontational events while
It's
you
all
drive.
confrontation.
It's just like a non-stop being like, what the fuck's this? Why the fuck would they do?
Yeah.
It's like you're in their way. You're the person behind you saying the same thing about you. You're all in each other's way. Everybody wants to get where they're going. Just stop.
And that's how you end up with a Princess Di situation, which leads us
Ooh.
to the Woodman.
What would you like to know?
To the Woodpile.
Woodpile, the first episode.
No.
You know what the
the
Woodpile is?
No, don't tell him.
Sorry.
You're
Don't.
the
I
Woodpile.
can't. If it's about what is that?
You're the Woodpile.
I don't know. His haircut, you can't.
I know,
call it
exactly.
Woodpile.
If this is internet jargon, don't fucking tell me at all. Whatever's
You-
going on.
Look, just if I you,
we'll tell you at the end.
Just refer to yourself and your fans as the Woodpile.
that's fine. That's useful.
If you listen to oral presentations, you're part of the Woodpile.
Lifetime learners. That's what I'll say about those guys.
True.
True. They learn the doctrine.
Low pressure learning, dude.
Yeah, they love
but
something like his.
Fuck, I have no idea what that means. Fuck.
You'll find out. And you fit the bill, my friend.
Okay, that's fine.
Your podcast does rule. I was painting my third floor, and they're just like, you put them on, it's like 40 minutes.
Tell them
You're
what the Woodpile is.
like, the Woodpile, this is the Wes Watson sweatshirt my brother bought me.
Okay.
The Woodpile is like a white prison group.
Oh, no, dude.
The Woods are like, they're called the Peckerwoods. So they're like not part of the Aryan Brotherhood, but they're like they're like a smaller car.
Oh boy.
Yeah, they're the Honda Fits of the white supremacists.
So, but I mean, every fucking prison gang is supreme. They're very racially oriented. So
Just so happens you and your fans.
No,
That's
but it's,
fine.
if we were to let you go and you were to start calling your guys as the Woodpile, you guys would be affiliated with a fucking Aryan Brotherhood spinoff.
Oh God.
So that's why we told you we're not going to let you. Do that.
No, his fans are definitely. I mean, everybody that
Woodpile?
comes from this podcast are going to call themselves the Woodpile for sure.
I don't know.
Which is not good. We don't need any more of this association.
Here's what I will say. So you guys
That's funny.
You guys
It's
shouted me
true.
out
It's
on the
great.
Ponzi episode, right? You guys
Yeah.
retweeted that, right? And so when you guys did that, I knew the next topic was Princess Diana, and I knew that like, all right, man, you got to sell them on this, dude.
Yeah,
if the
yeah,
dogs
yeah.
come over, like you can't abandon ship on this topic. Like we already
True.
had this pick, so like make Princess Diana. And
That
I
was a great
sick as fuck.
episode.
I liked it. It's my
Yeah.
favorite one. Weird as shit.
My favorite episode, the first one was dude, the story of the first one is about the 1904 Olympics water polo
Give us a summary of each. We're going to walk through each episode. Quick summary, flash summary.
that you already have out.
Okay. All right.
Episode 1,
Episode 1,
1904.
1904 Olympics. It's just a complete clusterfuck, and I wanted a topic that like I know I could make interesting. So I picked that one because it ends in a marathon race,
Dude.
and it ends with a Cuban mailman who fucking,
Dude.
bro, he fucking crowdsourced his way into the Olympics. He has no money, right? So he told all of Cuba, like, I'm gonna run around Cuba, give me some money, and they were like, we love you, right? So he takes all this fucking loot. He's poor as fuck his whole life. He goes to St. Louis and just blacks out for a week, dude. He gets there, he's not training, he's fucking blacking out and gambling, dude.
he was their runner.
Yeah,
he
he was from
represented
Cuba. They were like, go for it. And like, there's no camera, so he just gets to St. Louis like, yo, fuck all this, dude.
Yeah.
He blacks out. He wakes up from like a blackout. He hasn't eaten for 2 days,
Yeah.
but he's like, fuck, I gotta run this thing. The whole nation
How'd he
expect
do?
me to run.
My favorite, he doesn't have athletic gear, so he's wearing like a suit.
He's wearing his dress pants, and he's like been with hookers with it. Shit, dude, he's been a mess. He just gets scissors, cuts his dress pants, fucking runs it. He's got no food. He begs food off people during the race, dude.
That's why he had no money. He ran out of money, so he was literally he was begging for food during the Olympic marathon race.
Just off of cars, waving people down, like, yo, can I get some peaches? He's gonna fall. Like, he has to stop and take a nap at one point because he eats apples off a tree and they make him sick.
Yeah, he climbed up an apple orchard tree and ate and then he
in the
passed
race.
out.
In the race is happening. He's like, yo, apple tree time. Fucking
So
apple
he fueled up. He
He
stopped.
fueled up, but it made him sick, so he had to go. He goes to sleep. He's unconscious during an Olympic event. Wakes up from a fucking nap, and then trots into the stadium. Gets 4th place.
What?
4th, dude, out
How
of
many-
like 15. 32 started. A lot of people were just like, fuck it.
Everyone quit.
People didn't finish, dude. A
Everyone
lot of people
quit.
were like part-timers.
There was a kid who, when I did track in grade school, this dude it was pretty fucking weird. But his mom would give him money for like, you'd hit the snack bar because the track meets are like 9 hours long. So his mom would give him like $4 in quarters to like get his sustenance, basically to eat apples during like the meet. And this dude would not trust anyone around his money, so he would run the 800 with like $4 of quarters in his pocket, and he would see his pocket just fucking swinging as he ran. And he'd have one hand on all of his quarters, and he would slowly run the 800.
The hedgehog, dude. He was Sonic.
He would fucking hold all of his money, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?" And you
Yeah.
see his, you know, when like you have sweatshirt or like gym shorts. If you have something heavy enough, your pocket just drops out
Yeah,
the bottom
yeah.
of your thing. So he just had like a thing of quarters knocking his knee as he jogged. Dude, this dude made 4th place.
Dude, my sisters ran cross country, and they were on the same team. And one event like went through like some trees, and they were like next to each other running. And then when they got in the trees, they got into a fist fight with each other.
Fuck.
And fought their way out of the trees. Like in front of people, parents were watching, and then these 2 girls came out of the trees. Like, fucking.
I want to run cross
Yeah.
country just so I can cheat like an '80s bad guy.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
the
do a
guy
shortcut?
in the 1904 Olympics cheated. He got
Yeah.
in a car.
2nd place, dude. Technically, he gave up.
He got in a
He
car.
gave up, dude. I think he was from New York. He brought a buddy down there, and they had a hard time finding St. Louis. Nobody knew where the fuck St. Louis
True.
was. It was supposed to be in Chicago. So, like, he's running, and, like, he gives up after, like, 9 miles. He's like, yo, dude, fuck it. I'm getting in the car. So they drive around, and he, like, apologizes. And then they're at the stadium. He's like, all right, well, I guess I'll finish it up. But, like, nobody knows he got in a car. So he goes in the stadium. People are like, oh, fuck, dude. 1st place! Oh! Like, they give him the gold medal, and, like, only at the fucking ceremony of the president's daughter is going to put a wreath on him on the Olympic podium, and he leans in, and he's like, yeah, I fucking cheated. My bad, I got in a car.
So
dude.
they gave him second
They
place.
gave him second.
Which that sucks. I was listening to it and I was bummed out because technically the Cubans should have got a medal.
Dude, that
He
would have been...
should have got bronze.
Oh,
he
that's
should have
fucked
got
That's
third.
a good point.
He could have gone back with a medal.
So he tortoised. He tortoised this thing.
He tortoised the hair, dude. The hair was out partying.
The hair
well,
took
the
a car.
tortoise really tortoised. Dude. He took a fucking
I love
nap.
the redemption so much because he gets to go back and tell him like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, I had special running pants on from America. They weren't my dress pants. That's fine.
And
Oh
then
my
the
God.
1904 Olympics also had a horse.
Yeah, dude,
That was my
that's
favorite. That was my favorite.
That's
Episode
episode 2. It
Dude.
was so weird when I found it. So the guy who put on the Olympics doesn't fucking know about sports. He was just like a shitty booker. So the first thing he booked was this psychic horse that could speak English named Jim Key. Because that dude was doing like arena gigs in 1904. So they booked him, and then that's what episode 2 is like, how the fuck? Because I judged it in episode 1. I was like, they were definitely just beating the fuck out of that thing. It was like animal abuse.
Yeah.
So then episode 2, I was like, how'd they actually do that? And that's the story in episode 2, where it's this black dude who made a bunch of money in the Civil War. Fucking, he got caught for treason and just won a bunch of money off the guards in the prison in the North. So they didn't kill him. They liked him a lot.
Yeah.
He buys like a horse Disneyland, breeds a fucking horse, and then just hangs out with it for 9 years until it kind of like learns just through trial and error how to answer questions. And he doesn't even know why it works. But eventually he's just like, all right, I'm going to go sell opium liniment. I'm going to bring this horse. And so he just does live gigs, and his merch is opium. He makes a ton of
Selling
money.
heroin and
He tricked the entire country. He tricked like Harvard scientists, basically.
Yeah. They brought in 6th graders at the 1904 Olympics. He ties with 6th graders. Everybody loses their mind. Everybody
1904
loves
Olympics
it.
must have been so fun. Also, we forgot to mention it was 7 months.
Yeah, it was
That's
7
how
months
long
long.
the games were.
Were they really?
He was just
7
making
months
shit
long.
up. He didn't know anything about the sport. He was like, all right, we're going to do shows for 7 months, dude. Nice. He was making up events. They had like a tug of war.
Also, you referred to it as the FYE festival. The
There's
entire
going to be
time.
some mistakes in this podcast. Heads up.
Now, I want you to know I gave you the benefit of the doubt. I didn't even know you were trying to say Fire Festival.
Right?
I thought I was like FYE. Isn't that the like electronics store?
I don't know. I follow 155. Again, it's drifting away, though. Like, I'll still watch it for the storylines of it, but ever since I fucked my body up, it's like kind of bums me out to watch it a little bit. Honestly, because it's like, not that
How'd
I
you
could
fuck
ever
your
do
body
it.
up?
Oh, I have like my back's like fucked.
Really?
Yeah.
From
like,
what?
I go get injections in like a week. again.
Cortisol?
Yeah, I'm gonna get another round of them.
How often do you get cortisol?
I had one, and then
Oh, just from work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm like my left leg's tingling right now.
Shit.
Yeah, it's not good.
That's good. You'll be all right.
But whatever. What are you gonna do?
What's the official diagnosis?
I have a herniated L5S1.
So you got to get back surgery?
Maybe, or hopefully we fix it.
Or just ride it out, dude. Have a fun.
Well, how are you going to fix it? Yoga?
Yeah. The first injections I got, I swam 16 miles a day all in November and the first 2 weeks of December till I got sick because my doctor was like, "Yeah, dude, just swim. It'll fix itself." So I was hauling ass. And even at the end, I started kickboarding because I wasn't using my lower body.
That's what's up.
Oh, no, it's not. Go to a public pool and ask for a kickboard, dude. It's not what's up, dude.
Yeah, I guess I haven't done that since I was a child.
You were
but
motoring
when I was a
around?
little kid.
No, and that's another thing. You're not motoring around. Once you get over, like, I got to ask this young 18-year-old lifeguard girl for a fucking kickboard and I look like me, then once they give you're bad at kickboarding. You're not good at, you're not motoring around, dude. You're fucked up.
How's your splat? Were you splashing in other lanes?
Oh, dude, I was splashing everybody.
You're like a
And
tugboat,
Your
dude.
head's out of water when you kickboard, too. So I'm just looking. I just fucking can make eye contact with this young girl. I'm a 33-year-old man.
Imagine looking in the pool, like opening the door. All right,
Dude, I was just laughing.
so you open the door into the pool, and that makes a noise. So Woods just like turns his head, and you guys just make eye contact as soon as you enter the room.
I'm kickboarding poorly.
Just staring while you're kickboarding.
And there's male
trying to fix my
lifeguards.
back.
There's like young dudes who definitely are talking shit. I just made eye contact. I was like, "Oh yeah!" Like by the end
I might
of it,
go.
it's like,
I might show
Dude,
up.
you got to get fast at kickboarding to where no one can talk shit.
True.
If you're just smoking people on the board,
Dude, it was so hard to ask for that kickboard. I'm like proud of myself for doing that.
Fuck
'cause
yeah,
it's
dude.
like this is embarrassing. Fuck.
is there any areas you could skimboard on like the side? Like the side, is there any like spillover?
I don't. All my brain's concerned with is
you
making
would
friends.
die.
Dude, bring a boogie board and just put a leash on your ankle and just they'll be like, yeah, this guy's
Bringing your
serious.
own's weirder, dude.
I just threw out.
I'm gonna bring my own kickboard.
Hard bottom boogie board, bro, and a rash guard.
I just threw out your boogie board last week.
Oh, you threw my fucking boogie board? Wait,
I
that was
had
my
it
skim
in my
board.
trunk. I had a skim board in my trunk.
Yeah, you threw my skim board out?
Yeah, I
What
forgot
the
it was in
fuck?
there. It was on the base
I
of
forgot.
my
I
trunk.
forgot too.
When Katie gave me all those clothes to give to you,
Can't
I
believe
like
you threw
opened my
board
trunk
out,
and I was
bro.
like, "How do I have all this shit in here?" There's a skim board. I was like, "Where is this shit?" I was like, "Oh yeah, Matt."
We were down at where was that? Not Daytona Beach. It was
Destin?
North Carolina Beach.
No, you're thinking Myrtle Beach.
Myrtle
South
Beach. That's what it
Carolina.
was. Yeah, South
Yeah.
Carolina. Yeah, I bought a skimboard and I was skimming. I was fucking shredding,
You were
dude.
shredding, dude. I was filming it.
I was shredding.
I was
I
like,
remember
that was gnarly.
Yeah, I was shredding like a
Was that
mother-
the same thing when you guys got caught with the weed? The
Yeah,
same run?
same trip.
Dude,
And
that
then
sounded like a
we-
fun fucking
It was
trip.
a really
Skateboards.
fun trip.
It
Then we
was fun.
pass blocked on the beach.
Yeah, that was so fucking funny.
Set up just 2 dudes.
I know.
It was like cold out.
I had a bright pink Myrtle Beach bathing suit.
We drew lines in the sand and I was pass blocking them.
That was so funny.
No one else. Just 2 dudes.
That was it. There
Pass
was like
block. Then we went to the water park. My tiny penis was out for all the kids.
we made a full beach day out of a day. Like people were wearing like Land's End zip ups,
Yeah, it
like
was cold.
walking Yorkies across the
Like,
beach.
oh,
50
it's so
we
degrees
were like
funny.
shirts off, pass blocking. I
they
was
definitely thought you were a
skimboarding.
gay couple.
For
They
sure.
definitely thought
For
you were
sure.
like Myrtle Beach having fun.
Well, we were pass blocking, so that might have thrown
There-
fucking
Oh,
it's so
and I was
True.
skimming. I was skimboarding, etc.
Oh,
Man, if just some like dude like smoking a cigarette out on his porch just was like you could see down at the beach just 2 dudes, one of them skimboarding, one of them filming. Then they stop, draw lines in the sand, and start pass blocking. It's like, who are these guys? Yeah, it was like ISIS training, 100%
True.
ISIS training.
True.
We've talked about it on here before, but I was just telling O'Connor about it when we were driving the water park. Dude, because we drove past a water park, like a giant one in
hit
New
it.
York, and he was like, "We should hit that." I was like, "Dude, it sounds fun, but as 2 adult men going to a water park alone, it is a jarring experience."
I had fun.
I did. I mean, it was fun.
I hear what you're saying. We were also in like
Dude.
a hotel. We were in the one where like there was all pretty much little kids.
It was all little kids and their parents,
Yeah, dude.
on the chairs, like watching.
We came.
Dude, I was wearing gym shorts with no underwear. The first time I got wet, my dick was just hanging out.
It was
We didn't-
vacuum sealed.
We didn't bring. Yeah, it was vacuum perfect. Just my tiny dick sticking out, and then
no.
we didn't bring towels, so we had to use hotel towels. So I was and it couldn't go around me. I was just holding it over my dick, walking around.
oh man.
Then, oh man, the fucking slide. Getting in the slide, like I laid my tube down. You know that like the pool at the top where you sit and then you go. I sat and the thing just sank straight to like I was just sitting on the floor. I'm fucking huge, and some fucking 14-year-old lifeguard had to push me. Had to push me, and then right away there was a curve. Like right when you go down, there was a turn right away that I immediately flipped off.
In sight of the 14-year-old.
Just he pushed me and I flipped. The tube went down. So I was just sliding down, laughing the whole. And then I landed in the pool and I was like, Matt, you got to get me a towel, dude. My dick's out.
Dude, I came out first and just came out to this like a parent like thinking I was their kid like looking at me and I popped out and they were just like, what the fuck, man? That was
Like a mullet. You had like long hair.
Yeah, you did. You had a fucking mullet.
I was poorly received in all levels down south. For the most part, I would come out on stage and just disappoint everybody in the room. Be like, all right, next comedian coming on stage.
I would go out and just bury that fucking headliner
I know.
every night.
Oh my god, that was
By
so
like the
fucking
4th
funny.
show, he was just doing my bits.
They stole his act. It
It
was
was
fucking
so
hilarious.
funny.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
You have, yeah.
It
You
was
have,
so funny.
Oh my god,
did
that
you
was.
just do other shit and still crush him?
No, I was doing he would do the bits after me.
He would follow him up and just use his act and be like, "That was funny. Remember this, guys?" And everybody like,
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I remember that happened to you once at Punchline when we were living in the house together. I don't want to name who it was.
"Oh yeah, I got him fucking a couple things clipped, but you know, I've
Yeah,
since seen stuff ever since I accused fucking whatever.
Yeah. It's not like all of our. It's like, yeah, it's not like the jokes were the most original.
Yeah.
The jokes are like, yeah, black guys have bigger dicks
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
white guys.
Well, no, that
that's
guy-
like my act.
That guy
oh yeah, he
blatantly
just
quoted
he was
you.
just kept talking.
He was a
about it.
musician. He was a musical comedian.
Oh, okay.
So he would be like, and he
He
would
was like-
say whatever Shane's one of his punchlines were. He would just start when he would start bombing. He would start singing Shane's punchlines, and people would just laugh.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was real fucking bizarre.
Yeah, the
It was
musical,
funny though. We just sat there and laughed.
That was
musical
bizarre.
comedians can crush though with like
They
a
can.
lot.
They can, yeah.
Like the guy.
Until they don't, and then it gets real sad.
Yeah.
When
Yep.
you see them start to falter, it was just like,
Well, that's
fuck,
the
man.
guy who passed away when we were living together,
Yep.
Ramus or whatever, was a fucking guitar comic, and he had good songs. And we rolled around, did like VFW gigs and shit a lot. I was like his good friend, and so like, but I remember I would talk to him about bombing, and he's like, dude, when I bomb, it's 3 minutes long. Like I can't get out.
Well, it's coupled with the anxiety of playing an instrument.
Yeah, like
So, dude, yeah. But
you
when he would
can't
crush,
bail on a bit, dude. It's a song.
yeah, when he would, I would quit right away.
Dude,
When he would crush, you would
imagine
crush.
a puppet comic. That bombing? Like you're doing voices for somebody that's not fucking funny?
It would be,
It would be funny to blame him for
then
bombing. Be
start
like, you're
saying-
fucking bombing, dude. No, you are. Your life's... Well, then, if they were that funny, they wouldn't
Have
be...
you ever seen a bad puppet comic? I mean, you live in... Yeah, I worked with Otto and George when I was really early on. He fucking crushed.
The club I was at was talking about how there's a puppet comic coming, and I was like... And they were like shitting on it, and I was like, dude, that show's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
That's going to be such a funny show to be in the room for.
yeah.
That and like, I mean, magician comics, bombing. That dude...
Gemini.
Oh, I didn't know if you were going to name him. Yeah, dude.
Gemini. He's
Gemini.
so funny.
He has a fucking like.
He's hammered.
He has like a scion that's wrapped. He has a yeah. He gets fucked up. He has a scion that's wrapped with his face. Comedy magician.
He's like a magi, dude. He fucking has the salts, and then he's fucking good to go.
Dude, he just drives home drunk in a fucking thing wrapped. The comedy magician is fucking. Yeah, man. He was
Getting a DUI in a wrapped comedy magician car must just suck.
I would saw myself in half.
You really got to think about letting him go if you're that cop, dude.
I was legitimately, my next trick. I'm gonna disappear forever. I was fucking.